Hello everyone. Welcome to another very interesting video with Akansha Academy. And in today's video, we'll be discussing about the next steps. Okay, you have understood agents. Now you need to know how to create those agents. So for that, we have various frameworks available with us. And ADK is one of the frameworks provided by Google. Again, like since it is provided by Google, it is widely accepted by a lot of companies worldwide, right? And it will be some framework which is going to stay with us in the coming upcoming years, right? So let's start with today's discussion: agent development kit for beginners, right? So what is ADK? ADK is basically a framework for building AI agents, and we have frameworks because they make our lives very easy, and we are able to create the agents very easily with few lines of codes. And why agents? We know that after generative AI, we have agentic AI, where AI is able to take actions as well. It has its own memory, right? So now production ready. Okay. So ADK helps us to create production ready code. They are structured, scalable, right? And we are able to move the agents to production also very easily, right? So we already understood that ADK is an open framework that helps developer build AI agents in a structured, repeatable way. Instead of wiring up complex logic from scratch, ADK provides ready-made abstraction, so you can focus on what your agent does and not how it runs, right? So the core thing AI wants us to do is to work on the functionality rather than involving in complicated things like code and how the code will develop, how to modify the code, or how to adapt the code to various kind of environments, right? So if you see the traditional AI or generative AI, it is a single turn exchange. Okay, you send a prompt, you send a response, and you send a request, you get a response, right? No memory, no tools, no autonomy. They are not able to take any actions on their own. Only the cycle is prompt is generating a response, right? Now in agentic AI, what happens? It is a multi-step loop. The agent sets a goal, makes a plan, calls tools, observes the result, and all these repeat until the task is done, right? So goal, plan, tool, observe, and repeat. This is the cycle we are following in agentic AI, right? So now we'll discuss about few core components of ADK agent, right? So every ADK agent is composed of 5 interlocking building blocks. So let me make it very clear. We'll have 5 interlocking building blocks. Again, not all of them are required, but if you create a complete agent, those must have all these 5 building blocks. Okay, few of them are optional. So one will be agent, agent. Okay, it defines the overall behavior, personality, and scope of the AI system. Right now, we'll have a model. Okay, using which model the AI will talk or like interact with the tools. Right. So this is the brain of the agent. The large language model responsible for reasoning and decision making, right? Next is instruction. So this is the prompt we are giving to the agent, clear guidelines that shape how the agent thinks, responds, and handles edge cases, right? Now tools, external capabilities like APIs. So how the agent should interact with the exterior world, or let's suppose we want to know the live news, or we want to know the live share price of a particular company. So how we would know the share price, right? So these tools help us to connect with the exterior environment, right? And next is runner. Okay, to run everything in parallel or sequence, we need a runner which orchestrates the full agent workflow from input to final response, right? So these were the 5 core components of an ADK agent. Now we'll move to the next slide, which is ADK project folder structure. Okay, since like this is a framework, this will have a defined structure so that you can repeat the structure whenever you are making a new agent, and you only concerned about the functionality, not the actual core, right? Code, right? So folder layout is, first of all, we should have the main directory. Okay, inside that we have the agent directory. Okay, So you can see the greeting agent. Inside this, inside the greeting agent, we'll have three files. One is the env file, one is init.py, and the third one is agent.py, right? So main directory, subdirectory, and inside that, all these three will be present. Now we'll know what is the use of every code. So whenever we call the agent, first of all, this init.py is getting invoked. In this init.py, basically what we are doing, we are asking to call the agent.py into the environment so that we know the functionality of the agent and all the tools available to the agent. Right now, next is agent.py. It will have the core code of the agent. Okay, it will have the model, the instruction, the tools, the agent behavior, everything will be inside the agent.py. And like from the core components of the agent, we know that we need a model, and to access a model we must have API keys. So where we would store all those API keys is the .env file. Okay, so here we will add the API keys so that in the production environment, our API keys do not get exposed in the agent calls, right? Or in the logs. Now, next is we'll be creating a greeting agent. Like in our next video, we'll be creating a greeting agent, right? And what will be the agent behavior? It will greet the user when they say hello, ask for the user's name, politely responds only with friendly greetings, stay strictly within the defined scope. So we are limiting the behavior of the agent so that it can only greet and it is not able to take anything else because it has access to the LLM. Let's suppose I'm using OpenAI some model, okay, 4 mini, right? So it should not use the LLM to derive each and every information available to the LLM. Instead, the agent should have strict defined scope. Okay. When we are asking about some news or something else which is available with the LLM, but still the agent will not answer because it has the defined scope. I hope this thing is clear now. Okay. So sample interaction will be when the user says hi, the agent will say hello, what is your name? The user will say Ram, the agent will respond, hello Ram, nice to meet you. Right? So this will be the entire interaction. It will be very interesting, guys. When you see the next video, you'll be able to see how easy it is, okay, to create the agent using ADK framework step by step. Okay. Now, why ADK matters for developers? Okay. ADK isn't a convenience layer. Okay. So it is helping you to concentrate on the behavior, okay, and not on the code and how you deploy and all those things, right? So it has structured architecture. You saw that the folder structure should be in a particular way so that we can create the agent, right? It has model and tool abstraction, okay, so that we can use as many number of models as required whenever we are invoking a particular tool, okay. We can change the models also, and it is built to scale. We can deploy it anywhere, right? Since it is developed by Google, it is widely accepted by a lot of companies also worldwide. And as I said, industry is already using AI agents. Okay. So like we already have automation testing. We have a lot of agents which will create test case for you, test plan for you, okay, test data for you, right? It is even able to log to the Jira tickets. It is able to create and close the bugs, right? In customer support industry also, we are using a lot of AI agents to like 24 cross 7 cross 365. If you want to resolve the tickets, there should be someone who is working without any tired, uh, any fatigue, right? And work for the customers, right? We have in DevOps also, we have AI agents which will be taking care of like deployments, right? And similarly, in data analysis, also from like filtering out the raw data to creating summaries, dashboards. Okay, we have agents that can query your data, that can create or generate reports without any human intervention, and those reports can keep on changing as per the requirement or the data changes. Okay, we do not require any human to take care. Okay, the agent will take care of creating all the dashboards, right? So coming up in the next video is we'll be creating a greeting agent, okay? With the help of ADK, we'll configure the model. We'll know how to configure the model, okay? We'll run the ADK live, okay? And we'll test the interaction also. So we'll see all the behavior, how it is working, okay? So if you have stayed till this point in the video, please subscribe to Akansha Academy, hit a like button, okay, hit the like button for this video, and share with your friends and colleagues. Okay, we'll be back with the actual lab which will have everything, how you create the agent, how you run the agent, how you interact with the agent. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much.